Ciroc. Oh shit, I didn't turn my tablet on or anything. Where are cups at?
Yeah, I was just about to say the exact same thing.
Yeah?
Yeah. You gotta move some of that stuff there. They're in the back. Second queue in the back.
Hey, in the back.
I'll put our shit in the back of the bus.
Nah.
The irony that he said it is freaking ridiculous.
No! Oh, wait, there it is.
It's big red ass cups.
Red ass head. Should snatch that kick head.
That's a cool head. And we're live. Almost.
Yeah, we're live as we're setting up. Oh shit, is it even 8 o'clock yet? Oh.
Yeah, you're
I know people are gonna be strange, like, wait, Tuneworld didn't get canceled, it's back?
I mean, for what it's worth, you did have to go to
Oh,
that.
man.
You had to go to that Orioles game. That was necessary. You dressed up as a cow.
Exactly, that was hilarious. The plug right there.
Yeah, as a cow. For Colton Cowser, which still has not helped his swing.
I don't care, he's still the greatest Oriole of all time.
I think some people will have some doubts there.
It's just a bunch of Cal Ripken dick riders.
You know, you're like the worst person to have say things on my TikTok because you can't help but cuss.
We're not live on Powerful 4.4 radio yet.
No, we're live on TikTok, which is scarier.
Why?
Why what?
Why is it scarier?
Because they censor out a lot more than the Powerful 4.4 radio does.
We'll see, I don't
It's
know.
gonna be good.
We'll see, I don't
Pal.
know.
It's gonna be great.
It's gonna be great, pal.
It is gonna be great, man. So I got some peoples to lay into tonight. I'm gonna try my best.
You know what? That's what it should have been called. Billy Napier, count your days.
Dude, I don't know if he is. These idiots. And in the hierarchy of the University of Florida, like, why this piece of shit hasn't been fired yet?
Maybe, I don't know, maybe he brings cookies in the locker room or something.
Maybe he blows the athletic directors.
Alright, you know what? I'm about to log off of TikTok. If this is you, alright?
I didn't even cuss! Blow is not a cuss. Like, you blow leaves.
This man, he's I like that he still thinks
Yeah,
that.
he cleaned it up though. It's not like
He blows the leaves on the field. And be getting on the field like all those not palm trees we have in Florida.
Oh my goodness.
You'll love to see it.
It's entertaining.
Of course it is. That's why I'm here. Alright. Now we're set. One for you.
Thank you.
One for you.
Thank you.
And one for me. More. More!
Alright, if anybody is tuning in so far, whoa! That's right. Tuneworld, thank you for watching my podcast. Let's get it.
Is that we're calling it a podcast now?
We're calling it a podcast. There's microphones and there's people.
Our Tempest Word. Take us on, go. Take us
it's
wherever you
aired through
go. Power 4.4
Yeah,
radio.
pause nothing on us.
Yeah. I believe.
Give me, I'll take your U.S. title, you little bastard.
Individuals involved.
He's not the U.S.
And
title.
does not represent
I don't
those
watch
of
that
Power
shit.
4.4 radio or live.
Last time I saw it was like that
4.4 radio
horrible
is not
pay-per-view Nick
responsible
made us
for
watch at my
any
cookout.
reported on the program. Today's
We'd
show
rather
is
watch
sponsored
that
by
than some
Best
other
Design
Florida blowout.
Designs. Contact them for all your photography.
Yes, I would rather have watched the Florida blowout.
226.
I mean, I still continue to like look
Let
at
them
it.
know
So,
that Power 4.4
oh,
radio
he about to.
and follow them on
I'm
social
about to lay
media
into
at
this. Like, you already know.
JH3MM. Book your appointment today and make today last forever.
If you're moving, you should call Focus Movers. We got
You know when I
trucks
first
and
heard the song,
crews,
I thought it
call
was saying Focus
Focus
Motors, like I
Movers.
thought it was a car insurance company.
443-506-7955.
I was like, hey, can I just vote Progressive sucks?
Take away your stress. For your relocation, 24/7 services. Get a free quote, don't miss out on it. If you're moving, you should call Focus Movers. We got trucks and crews, call Focus Movers.
I don't trust anybody I know to call that calling number, but that's
What's up? What's up? What's going on? It's your man Jay
God only
McGraw,
knows
the
what
Entrepreneur
we'll get
Corner.
in here
Make sure you
tonight.
tune in each and every Friday here on Power 4.4 Radio, live at 6 p.m. Come check your boy out, and remember, the people are the power.
Don't check your boy.
Hey there, this is Michael Braxton with Health Tips and Hip Hop. What's going on in your garden of health? Join me with my radio family at Power 4.4 every Wednesday from 6 p.m. until 7 p.m.
What up, ladies and gentlemen? This is Derek Terrell Dixon right here. I'm talking with 3D right here on Power 4.4, where the people are the power. Listen, I'm here every Tuesday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, so tell a friend and make sure that you tune in, because we are always going to be sipping the coffee and spilling the tea, so don't miss it. 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time right here, Power 4.4, because you know what? The people are the power.
Yes, we are.
This is Kid Kong. Tune into Tuneworld every Saturday from 8 to 9 p.m. on Power 4.4 Radio.
Whatever you look
Fashions, baby.
I'll get on Facebook and do it real quick while this intro here is playing.
Welcome back to another installation of Tuneworld on Power 4.4 Radio. As always, I'm your host, Kid Kong.
And of course, I'm everybody's favorite co-host, giving you the gift of jacking off. Drink it in, man. You hit that a little early.
He's getting spoiled, y'all. He's getting spoiled. That says always, Jay McGraw.
He said I hit it early, I hit it, I don't
Yeah,
hit
you
it
hit
at all.
it. You hit it before I talk.
Man, you don't know what you wanted. Golly.
Yeah, he's getting spoiled now. That's what it is.
Jeez.
I demand a more professional setup here.
And of course, the ghost is with the mostest.
Look at this guy over here.
He hit that perfectly.
Of course he did.
Hey, DJ Ink of the Bank, man. You already know what it is. You're rocking with Tuneworld on Power 4.4 Radio. You heard?
That's all he get until you come back.
Right, I know, right? When is he gonna come back? You nobody playing with you, Angus the Bankus.
Angus the Bankus.
Yes, Angus the Bankus.
I still haven't even met this guy yet.
That's how long it's been since he's been back.
Well, maybe he should give us a call. And you know who else should give us a call? You should, because our call-in number is working back. It's live. It is in my chat if you are watching us on YouTube today. But I will say it one time and one time only for you peons. 443-846-5318. You want to get into anything we're talking about, give us a call. And we might be nice to you. But be nice to us. I'll smack you one. I'm a natural cheek clapper.
A natural cheek clapper.
Damn right.
No, Noah, he's my son. That's my son, Kid Kong. I play child support.
You do?
I do.
I met his father once. He asked why I slid in softball once.
I ask you that all the time.
That's very true.
And usually there's very good reason for it.
Yeah, I'm never sliding again.
Oh God, will you get over that damn ankle thing?
I haven't slide all year.
Get over it. I bruised my foot.
It happened in the spring.
Who cares? I still walk with a limp. Oh, but
I'm letting it go.
I'm sure you would. You would do the same thing if you fractured your foot like this athlete in front of you.
Do I need to say what happened to me with an injury?
No, you don't need to get into that.
You know what? I'm going to anyway. I won a softball game with a dislocated freaking knee that I had to pop into place when I got home.
At least you had somebody to pop yours into place. I had to sleep that my foot injury off. Yeah.
Liz looked at your foot.
Moving on. So how'd your Florida Gators do?
Did you really just ask me that?
I felt like it's a topic we were already going to talk about.
Oh, my brother in Christ. This dude, Napier, needs to go. He is literally a walking atrocity. Like, it is literally the most undisciplined, uneducated, ungiving F about a football team ever. Like, they do not resemble a football team. Texas A&M, who ain't even that good, hung. Last time I don't know what the score is now. Like, I literally stopped caring. It was 33-14 last time I looked. Like, you are what?
What quarter was it?
It was the fourth because we were watching it on the way here.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
What game was?
Huh?
What game was it?
Florida and Texas A&M today. Like, a Florida Gators fan, apart from the other teams. But, like, this dude has to be the worst head coach of all time. Like, in any level of sports. Like, I've seen high school teams more prepared than this. This guy is an absolute clown show. He is a joke. And it's like, I'm trying to keep my emotions in check because really I just want to cuss and say really awful things about him, but I'm not going to because, like, y'all don't need to be subjected to it. But, like, it's such a disgrace, dude.
Bless you. Yeah,
Like, I've been through some rough seasons with my sports teams, but, like, I really think this might take the cake. I really do.
This is worse than the Urban Meyer with the Jags?
Yes!
Do you know how bad you got?
At least the players on that team halfway cared, especially when he got fired. And there was, like, and, you know, we had Trevor Lawrence, like, look good the last couple games. So, like, there was hope.
30,
This is
33-20.
Oh, wow, they scored a touchdown?
Yeah.
Is the game still going on?
Nah, that was the final score.
Oh, lovely.
Hey, they gave it their all, even with the last minute.
I mean, it's like, my God. Like, I at this point, I'm just so glad Florida State's as bad as they are because they'd be having a field day with us right now because this is pathetic. Like, this truly is pathetic.
It is. And speaking of pathetic, same thing could be said with my Orioles.
Oh, God.
Almost getting.
We're starting off great.
Yeah, almost.
Everybody's gonna be in a great mood watching this show.
I just want to know what's going on. That's all I want to know. What's going on? When did everybody decide to give up? Okay. When did everybody? And it's. Man, I'm about to get just as mad as you. I can already feel my head pulsating thinking about this.
Dude, like my
I'm tired of Brandon Hyde's face. I'm sick of it. Every time we lose, there's no discernible reason that a game like that should have came down to the very last batter. The very last batter. You are only down by a run, and you are getting no hit by a 26-year-old rookie and a left-handed guy with he had a pretty good sweeper. But we are a team that literally we clinched our division with like 100-something wins last year.
That's
and
correct.
now you can't get a single run versus the Tigers. And don't anybody sit there and tell me, well, they're up 1-0 against the Tigers today. I don't care. To sit there and just I get that every team has to deal with injuries. I get it.
we are dealing with a lot, I will say that.
Does that excuse you from we have one more hitting coach than every other team? Make it make sense. Make it make sense, please. We have 2 hitting coaches, and y'all average a single hit, and that's only because Gunner was like, "Nah, we're not about to get
Yeah,
nothing."
they must have heard your rant because now they're up 4-0.
Good. Keep it up. Like, make it make sense. I asked for so freaking little.
Yeah, I'm about
Just don't get
I
destroyed
gotta
by these.
I gotta pull up standings and like see what this whole
FYP.
situation is. Yeah, we're 2.5 games behind the Yankees, and we hold the top wild card spot by like a game and a half.
All right, so you know what? I did have this theory, right? I did have this theory.
What is your theory?
What if the Orioles are choking on purpose so that we only win the wild card, so we don't have to see the Yankees first?
How would that work?
Okay, not necessarily the Yankees first, but let's say, okay, if you're the wild card, right, you're not necessarily going up against the best team in the AL, right? Not necessarily.
Not the top one.
Exactly.
Yeah, the winner of the play-in game would get that.
Okay, so what if hypothetically that's what we're doing? Because I don't care what anybody says. Okay, the lineup that we have now, the teams that we have coming up should be able to clear these guys.
Should be.
And the problem with this is the Yankees are actually, like, if you actually look at Yankees games, they've been playing with way too much heart. Way too much heart for me to be to feel that feeling in my chest like, yeah, the Orioles got it this year.
Yeah, but I'm gonna be completely honest with you. I think I'd rather play the Yankees than Houston.
It's a good point, but
Houston for whatever reason, like, always has our number somehow.
yeah, but I feel like the Yankees have more, like, it would be a nice series, but there's gonna be, like, the Yankees have something to prove here, you know? Like, that rivalry is still going steady in a sense. And if we sit there, we play the Yankees with a depleted lineup, that I'm not necessarily interested in doing.
I'm not exactly thrilled to play the Yankees, but like, I'm just saying, like, me personally, I'd rather see them than Houston. Because actually, if we
Eventually
if,
we'd have
if
to
we
see Houston.
well, actually, if we get the top wild card spot, because I think Cleveland holds the 2nd seed currently, wouldn't we play them?
I think so, yeah. But
And then that last wild card team would play the Yankees.
yeah.
I think that, well, at least that, and this is current standings. I mean, there's still like a couple weeks
The Orioles
to go.
don't need a break. They don't need time to celebrate. They need to
No.
just keep playing baseball. That's just bottom line. I know anybody sitting there, it's like, well, who are you to tell them what to do? Oh, the same person that watched them get swept by the Rangers, who just kept getting white hot last year.
We're people trying to figure out, the best way to get a World Series. Mind you, we haven't seen one since before any of us besides maybe Jay were born.
You ain't the slightest bitch for that.
No, I'm serious though.
I want to say something, but because it's radio,
83.
I got screw you.
What was he born in 83?
I was born in '80.
Okay, you were 3. You barely remember it.
Okay,
I mean,
right.
yeah, but I was gonna say, now you gonna remember Baltimore Orioles parade, right?
Yeah, you remember Jim Palmer pitching before you remember Jim Palmer pitching before like he became an awful commentator.
Yo, you're
And no, we're gonna talk about that forever. Is Jim Palmer probably the greatest pitcher in Orioles history? But God, he sucks as a commentator.
well, guys like 60-something years.
Well, yeah, he's had plastic surgery. He's had all kind of stuff in his face. Like it's just not a good situation for him. But the Orioles, they love him. They got a statue out there for everything.
Not true. We have a statue for the guys that have sat there and led us to
There is a Jim Palmer statue.
Yes, I know that, as there should be. The guy had over 200.
No, I agree. I'm not disputing that.
But I know what you're saying, because everybody doesn't need to necessarily be a commentator before you run your mouth. Tom Brady.
Terrible.
Exactly. A good example of somebody that did not necessarily, I understand, greatest quarterback of all time.
Unfortunately.
But he does not necessarily need to be on the microphone. There are plenty of people that were good at their sport, but just should not be on the microphone.
See, they had Greg.
Jacking off.
See, they had Greg Olson. Wait, what?
Damn.
I had to get you back. You were throwing too many bullets. I knew it was coming my way.
Wait. What was the line there?
All-time greats in their sports, but terrible at commentating.
Wow, so bad commentator.
No.
I was gonna say I don't know what I do better. This or play softball. I'm good at everything.
I ain't gonna lie though. That's a pretty good one though.
Cooking too.
Oh yeah. Shout out to your cooking skills.
Yes, sir.
But yeah, back to the
Exquisite
subject.
meats.
Exquisite meats.
Oh man, I should have brought you some of the pasta I made today.
Oh man.
I had a Cajun seafood and shrimp Alfredo. Fire.
Fire.
You should just run a cooking channel where like before every ingredient you just let out and expletive.
The next time I gotta
That's
get
what-
some, the next time I gotta
Let's
get some of that gator.
let's put the shrimp in. Sorry, that's good. Sir.
I gotta get some gator next time you make it.
That's
I
definitely a
never
one.
had it. So I
That
wanna
is
try it.
that is definitely a once a year thing.
I want to try it.
Yeah, being force fed gator was not on my 2024.
No
bingo.
one forced you to eat it. You just ate it and you liked it.
I did I had no choice. I didn't know I was gonna be I
And
knew.
you was like,
You knew the whole
It's
time.
it's good.
Nah.
I remember the cooking vlog video. Like he shook his head like, damn it, it's delicious, which was hilarious.
It was. I can't help it. Now it didn't taste like chicken and fish had a baby, but like relatively.
I said chicken and shrimp.
Oh.
I need to go to a game before this season is over. I'm going the 20th, that Friday.
I guess the Tigers.
October 5th, we ain't got a show. I'll be away. I'll be watching these sorry ass Gators and then going to a Jags game too.
Okay.
God help your mental health.
No, I'm so checked out from the Gators. It's like, dude, I don't even care until they fire Napier. I literally do not. It's like one of those. It's like one of those things where, like, you know, somebody that like gets tortured or something. Like it's just gotten to the point where the pain's almost accepted that you just feel nothing, and you just feel it until something changes.
That sounded like an actual song lyric. That was beautiful.
Hey, I told you, man. Whenever
You got the heart of a poet right now.
Dude, I'm telling you, I came up with some stuff when you put me on the members only remix. Like, I'm gonna have something for it.
All right, deal. Yeah, that works for me.
Yeah, I'm dusting off my rat mic. It's been a while,
West Bob's is gonna be the greatest sensation sweep in the nation.
dude. I'm dropping a verse on one song. I'm not like making a whole album here. Ain't nobody gonna buy that.
A West Bob? No, that'd be hilarious.
Don't worry, it's going to be good, pal.
It's gonna be great, pal.
That really might be something worse than Vince McMahon ideas. You see how bad wrestling's got.
Yeah, real bad.
Hey, for what it's worth, they're trying over there, okay? They are trying. I don't care what anybody says. The Triple H regime has been pretty cool.
Yeah, we're not talking about that. We haven't even talked about the NFL yet.
Yeah, it's almost as if it skipped my mind by a toe. It's almost as if I'm toe up on the inside.
I just remember that.
Totally not the.
I just remember that too. Like when we was watching the game and like everybody thought he caught. I'm like, oh god. As soon as I saw like where his toe was, I was like, oh my god, they're gonna reverse it.
Very close.
Jay, you know what kills me about
It was, but I mean, I hate to say it because you already know I don't like the Ravens or the Chiefs, but that was the right call.
Jay, first of all, I'm gonna say this within discretion. There ain't nothing like jumping out of my seat, jumping out of my seat with one good foot, and then being told like, yeah, no, that was all for nothing. And then on top of that, when you watch a game with Wes, he's almost as bad as me, because he'll sit there and watch something happen and be like, screw that. For my parlay. I'm like,
well, I mean, when I have no emotional investment in either team, so just like today when I got screwed out of a nice would have been a nice hit on this South Carolina and LSU game.
I can't touch college sports just in general. Like it's too.
It actually other than that, it actually worked for me. And I took Colorado State to beat Colorado.
As you should. You know what?
Clown show.
I'll be the first.
Deion Sanders might be a worse coach than Billy Napier.
I wish I could tell you you're wrong.
everybody
The whole thing.
goes because I've said it from the beginning.
But
Everybody thought, no, you just hate Dion.
you do hate Dion.
I do, but I also tell the truth about him. Dude, I hate Georgia, but I still think Carson Beck is the best quarterback that's coming out this year.
I get that, but at the time it sounded biased. You're just like, no, Dion's just running a circus over there. For what it's worth, he has gotten eyes over to Colorado.
Okay, but look, what's more important, getting eyes or winning games?
Winning games.
Exactly.
And that's another thing right there. I want to go ahead and be one of the 100th people to sit there and say, the reason the Buffaloes are not going to win, your entire O-line cannot be brothers. You need those big, hog-tying, going mudding from the South, tobacco chewing, I'm saying, you need those big, giant guys, the ones that sit there and the ones that put ropes around their shoulders and carry Ford F-150s with their bare hands.
Well, yeah, we talked about this last week. It's like, if you look at a college like Iowa, they're never like a great team. They might make some noise here and there in like a bowl game, but if you notice, their offense and defensive line is always good because they got them corn-fed meatheads out there hauling tractors and stuff like that. They're crazy.
That's what you need to be able to sit there and protect your quarterback. Because again, you're never going to know Iowa's quarterback. You're not going to. But what you do know is the guy has at least 26 seconds to 30 seconds to throw that daggone ball.
Their skill possession people are doo-doo butter, but if you notice, anytime you watch Iowa, their quarterback has all day to throw, and the defensive guys are constantly getting pressure. Certain schools produce certain things. Like with Iowa, it's their lines.
Exactly. That's just how it is. It's absolutely how it is. But we're gonna go ahead and take our first commercial break, y'all.
We didn't talk about the Jags.
What?
Actually, I talked about that enough. That was a disgrace. Y'all better be Cleveland next week.
Yeah, I was gonna say, didn't you already sit there and say that
No, I just ranted about Billy Nabe here first, but blowing that game was completely unacceptable. But
on the 1 yard line.
Yeah, y'all better rebound this week. But we may come back to it. But yeah, go ahead, bro.
Yeah, I got this. Let me do my thing.
I know.
All right, go ahead, run it.
I didn't know we were trying to fit that all in before the commercial.
I'll get back to it. I was gonna get to it. The thing about it
is your bad dad, is your bad dad.
Daddy talks about the film.
Yeah, we all about that. Get into the money, don't stop. Oh yeah, we bad that. Oh, you talking living on top, we talking about that. Is your bad dad, is your bad dad. Rolling through the city, top down, we all about that. Get into the money, don't stop. Oh yeah, we bad that.
Give us a call.
Living on top, we talking about that. What you talking about? I don't wanna hear it if it ain't about the money. I ain't making no appearances. About my business out Miami, how I'm living. Catch me at the hotel getting saucy while I'm sipping real life. I don't play that drama, big body on. I'm rolling through like I'm a monster. I'm just doing what I gotta. I've been working for the fam, busting on the regular. Always been about it. You don't never catch me letting up. It's your black dad, it's your black dad. Rolling through the city, top down, we all about that. Getting to the money, don't stop. Oh yeah, we about that. Who you talking, living on top? We talking about that.
Issue about that man if it's an issue. I got it covered, bitch. I brag cause I'm official when it fits you. To have to put that shit on cause it ain't in you. And anytime they talking out their ass, I just get tissue. Body like Mr. P. He wanna plate in this mac and cheese. She like it rough and I'm slapping cheese. Talking cars, we all balcony. Is you about that? Is you about that? In and out the states, we so amazing. Well, clout that.
It's your black dad, it's your black dad. Rolling through the city, top down, we all about that. Getting to the money, don't stop. Oh yeah, we about that. Who you talking, living on top? We talking about that. It's your bad dad, what you know about that? Get that bag like groceries, so baby, I'ma start that. Baby, pay your time back. The heck ain't made me toxic.
When you comment on a video,
Check it out,
I saw some of your old songs like Jupiter and Up Above.
in a massive prison. Is you up on massive vision?
But what is it? In my music career, I've had a couple bangers.
Rolling through the city top, then we all about that. We get to the money, don't stop, oh yeah, we about that. Who you talking
Like I said, I'm talking to
about? We
another
talking about that.
Is you bout it? Is you bout it? Big B in the Birkin, Mr. P, I'm really bout it. Ain't gotta prove nothing, cause my money always solid.
People say
How I run it on my shit just like a boss, bitch. They used to doubt me, oh yeah, now I'm ducking. Can't hang with me, not on my
I think
level.
writing
Y'all be
stuff about
bugging.
Diddy is like
Just
the
pull
most
back up.
popular thing to do. Like, I follow this college football guy called Matt B. Great. Like everybody, he always puts like comments and gets in the section, and someone always says that like Matt B. Diddy. Matt was at a Diddy party.
We talking about that. Is you about that? Is you about that? Rolling through the city top, then we all about that. Kicking to the money, don't stop, oh yeah, we about that.
That's pretty much like a thing to do now.
We talking about that.
Yeah, we've all had our generational celebrities.
Yeah, pretty much.
I don't know who started a rumor back when I was in high school that Sierra was actually a guy.
I remember that.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Or the Marilyn Manson one.
what was the Marilyn Manson?
Ribs
That's not a rumor. That's a thing. That's not a rumor. That really happened.
Drinking machine, metal with devils, you better believe. Gun up the journal and settle your beef. Etiquette better, your hoes on some lead. Head first, mosh pit, dread first, drop hit. Get you right with the wavelength.
I can just get this song. Like, all I need is 3 or 4 more seconds and the beat can play out back and put it on Apple.
All up in my scene, nigga. Tell me what you need, nigga. We gon' bring some brain, nigga.
I just need to get these, I need to get it so it doesn't But I want to, like, if I make a song, I would want, like, I want people to be able to sit there and, like, make a TikTok.
Feeling like I studied thugonomics, you can't see me, bitch. I just ate a bunch of shrooms and now they got me seeing shit. We legit, niggas act like hoes and I'll beat a bitch. That hoe think I need a hoe, she tweaking, now I lead a bitch. Party like a rock star, yeah, let's set it off. Drinking like the fish and I just pop a fucking Adderall. Ahead of y'all, no we ain't just fuck, she getting me headed off. Thinking that you topping us, them thoughts get you beheaded, dog. Mobbing with the murderers, dancing with my demons. All black like I'm golf boy, my clique got niggas peeping. Find out what the scene is and pull up with the team, bitch. No callers and no raging, nobody leaving out Linkin.
Really sorry for being
I call him Massage Watson.
Oh,
wow, we're live.
Welcome on back to Tuneworld on Power 4.4 Radio.
What a great way to get back into things.
Yeah, it really was. Now, there's something I was talking to y'all about on the way up here, and I'm pretty sure people on my TikTok noticed this. Linkin Park's got a new lead singer, Emily Armstrong, and I made a semi-popular TikTok about how I basically gave it a thumbs down. Now, I feel as though I owe people an explanation because I certainly didn't get in the comments on my TikTok about it, because I'm like, first of all, there's got to be at least like 300 comments under this TikTok.
Yeah.
Hey, good job.
Yeah, I mean, appreciate it. Now, the whole thing about Linkin Park and people sitting there telling me and, commenting on this TikTok that, hey, that's Mike's band, like, Mike can do whatever he wants with it. Now, I know Mike Shinoda, believe it or not, I know all about Mike Shinoda and the other band members starting Linkin Park. It used to be known as Zero, then Hybrid Theory, then Linkin Park. And Chester was actually the last person to join it.
Yeah.
But the thing that musicians got to understand, especially when you get to a certain level of popular, right?
Popular.
Yes, popular, is that the band isn't in fact yours. And I say that because when people buy your merch and they sell out arenas to watch you play, like,
It's not your name.
it's
the band's name.
it's not only just the bands, but in a sense, it's the people who buy the merchandise. It's the people that sit there and wait in line to go see your concert. So again, I personally have nothing against Emily Armstrong. Now, I have heard about the Scientology thing. I've heard of her, supporting Danny Masterson and stuff like that.
Did you hear her statement after that?
I did see it.
Yeah,
yes.
she basically said she didn't know everything. So, like, taking that for what it is, like, I hope that's true.
Right. But see, here's my thing. For what it's worth, again, like I said, I have no problem with Emily Armstrong starting her own legacy with Linkin Park and the name and everything like that. Again, who am I to sit there and tell you can't run with that? But don't try to cover Chester's songs. That's why I made the TikTok that I made, because I'm like, look, if you're gonna come right out of the gate with a song with Linkin Park, don't let it be you watering down Chester. All right, like don't let it be you watering down a song that Chester made.
Can I? I was gonna let you finish, but I wanted to get my take on this.
Yeah, go ahead.
Because Linkin Park literally was my childhood favorite band. They were my favorite band. I've seen them twice, and let's get this out of the way. There's no replacing Chester Bennington.
None.
Chester Bennington is a once in a lifetime talent that will never be seen again.
This is something I wanted to say too. Chester Bennington was so loved that I watched him in Saw play a racist, and I was sad when he died in the movie.
Yeah, I remember that too.
Yeah,
had his skin ripped off, and he went through the windshield.
Yeah, Chester Bennington is somebody so beloved that you can't replace him.
He said I saw him playing racist, and I cried when he died.
That's how much I was like, I care about Chester Bennington that much, because again, this guy was such a big part of our childhoods. You can't just you can't sit there and try to create a spin-off band and just throw any old body up there. Those are huge shoes to fill.
Well, getting back to that, I don't think it's necessary. I don't think it's necessarily that. I get why people say they should have just ended it there and whatnot, and it's never going to be the same. It's but like I said, Chester is a once in a lifetime talent that you cannot be replaced. So it's not going to be the same. But at the same time, the rest of the members of the bands, as terrible as it was what happened to them, it's not their fault what happened. They still got lives, they still got family, and they probably still want to play music. So Moist Critical actually brought this up in a video. There's actually a tribute band called Hybrid Theory that's a tribute to Linkin Park, and there's a guy that the guy that sings in that band sounds identical to him. I don't think that would have necessarily been the way to go, because it's okay, Chester's gone, but here's this guy that looks exactly like. It's like let's say you die or something, and then I meet a guy. Oh, he looks and acts exactly like Chris. It's still not right. That's not going to feel the same. So I feel like them going in a different direction to sound it, to put a different sound on it. It's probably the way to go, because it's they're not trying so much to emulate Chester. They're just trying to have the band evolve.
Yeah,
I completely understand that point.
I agree.
Yeah, because like I said, again, I've said it a million times now. There is no replacing him.
There is
literally no replacing him. But you gotta understand, like, you know, the people still got lives. You gotta be able to like try to do something different. And I like the new song. Like, is it as good as anything on Hybrid Theory or Meteor or even some songs on Living Things? No, it's not. But it's still decent music, and you know, I hope for their sake it succeeded, because it's hard as hell to replace a lead singer. Like, not even just somebody as good as Chester. It's hard as hell to replace a lead singer.
Oh, which I completely get. See, my whole thing is, though, right now, granted, it is, you know, technically Mike's band, they're going along with it. I think if you're gonna sit there and you're gonna make the music, do what you gotta do. I completely understand you have families to feed. I'm pretty sure there's money to be made and stuff like that. Mike has had Fort Minor. That had nothing to do with Linkin Park. What would be so wrong with him sitting there and maybe finding a different name for it, and not sitting there, hear me out, and not the first couple things you do live with Emily is sit there and have her cover old Linkin Park songs as like something to go on.
Well, here's the thing. They got one new song out. So would you rather? Yeah, because like Chester Bennington literally did the same thing with Stone Temple Pilots. There were old Stone Temple Pilots songs that he covered.
But he didn't replace Scott Weiland.
Yes, he did. For a little bit, he did.
How long did that last?
Not very long, but it's like, okay, but my thing is, would you rather just the cover from her covering it, his parts to like live, or never hear or see those songs again?
We have them. They're all over Apple, YouTube.
I'm talking about in concerts, like actually going to a concert. Like, would you rather just do the album that they came off, or would you rather play some, you know, classics?
If I'm
it's a double-edged sword, man.
It really is. It really is, because would I mind somebody sitting there covering them and stuff like that? No, not at all. But not to necessarily sit there and, you know, if you're about to be the lead singer of that person's band, you know, can you imagine? All right, can you imagine like let's say I died, all right, and you brought somebody on.
We're doing that a lot.
Yeah.
I'm like, and like he said, he brings somebody on that looks like me. Doesn't sound like me worth a damn, but is trying. It's kind of like, it's a little watered down.
You know what I would say?
What would you say?
Doing good, pal.
Doing good, pal?
Doing good, pal.
you started that.
It's gonna be great, pal.
It's gonna be great, but yeah. I mean, 9 times out of 10, somebody probably would be able to do my songs a little bit better than me. I mean, it doesn't require that much effort. Like my whole thing about like with Chester and everything, like, yeah, this might have been just my younger teenage angst and anything. You could feel the pain in that voice. Like,
oh, absolutely.
You could hear and feel that pain. Also, for Emily's sake, don't try to sit there and do what Chester did, or you're gonna ruin your throat, girl. Chester Bennington has a voice that you just cannot emulate.
I heard some of his rituals like before concerts. Like, it's insane.
I'm sure it is. I remember
he could back in the day, he couldn't get through a show without puking, and he was like doing the ketchup and honey thing with that and everything. Like it literally is insane.
Well, of course, but then you heard the songs he had to sit there and belt out. Like, dude, I don't think any.
Oh, trust me, I saw it. Linkin Park was amazing the 2 times live I saw them.
They're an iconic band.
Absolutely.
And that's why, I mean, see, that's the thing about it. You know, when Zero was first formed, that's why I say, like, the band is, while it was started by Mike, it's sort of finished by Chester. Because the thing about it is, Zero was trying to catch on, couldn't necessarily break any wind. The minute they got a hold of Chester, boom, the rest is history. They flew out to L.A. and then things started to work out. Like, I'm a fan of Mike Shinoda, but let's be realistic here. Chester kind of made that band.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, like...
without Chester's vocals, like that... I mean, I'm not going to say the band would have been bad, because I think it would have been good, but it wouldn't be what it was.
Yeah. And so that's why trying to fill those shoes is a little bit like...
Yeah, it's impossible. Yeah, it's impossible. And I don't think she's necessarily trying to do that, but, you know, I see it from both sides, but I mean, I would just say, just as somebody that's a fan of the band and like really wants this new version of it to succeed, I mean, just give it a chance.
And also, here's my whole thing, right? If you're gonna like, again, Chester was one of those souls where he was so hurt, but he was so great in a sense that he really was just like one of the perfect vocalists. And he also came out before the times of like a lot of social media bashing certain stuff. But he was basically he didn't have any controversies going on with him. It's not like they found out he was a domestic abuser. He was doing everything he could to sit there and help the kids. He was donating to charities. He was talking about mental health.
I think the dude did have 3 wives, though. So take that for what it was.
Yeah, but I mean, that's like whatever. That's nobody's gonna look at that and be like, oh,
yeah,
you're
you're right. Yeah, I know.
So in order to fill the shoes of Chester Bennington, you need to have a squeaky clean PR. That's another thing.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they weren't thrilled to know about the Scientology and Danny Masterson's thing.
Yeah, like it's like, I mean, obviously everybody's got their own like, you know, skeletons and stuff like that. And JD, have a tissue. Like everybody has got their own stuff with them. But if you're gonna sit there and follow up with, you know, replacing Chester, you know, just all I'm saying is do your homework.
Yeah.
Well, like. Just a little something.
I will say it does like the Church of Scientology was crazy, like it done got exposed. I'm pretty sure she's not in that now.
I don't think so. I mean, I'm pretty sure for what it's worth, like she left it, and just like a bunch of other.
And you know, she hasn't even talked about it, probably because she's scared for her life to say anything about it.
Well, of course, you hear what happens to those people.
Yeah, I know.
Like again, I have no qualm with Emily. I made that video on TikTok because I just didn't like the cover. I had a lot of people sitting there before TikTok sat there and put their anti-bullying, you know, like crackdown on my TikTok and was like, hey, we're gonna do this, filter out some of these comments. I'm like, cool. I had people sitting there bashing me because I said I didn't like a song.
No, I get it.
I'll go ahead and put this out there to anybody too. All right. As long as I pay this phone bill, and as long as it is regulated by social media, I'm gonna say whatever the guy want. Let that be known. All right. Your comments. I'm just being honest with you. Yeah. You know, comments about my glasses, comments about my locks. Like, I mean, for sure, half of you don't even know me, and if you did, you know that literally coming at me just because I said I have an opinion on something doesn't faze me at all.
Oh, trust me. There's plenty of people on the internet like that. Like I got ridiculed because I said Deion Sanders is a horrible coach and Shador Sanders isn't the best quarterback coming out of college this year to go to the NFL, and he's gonna flop in the NFL.
Yeah. See, I mean, you said a lot worse than I did, but it's not necessarily.
I just don't care, and I'm pretty sure people know I don't.
Yeah.
My opinion's my opinion, and you're not gonna change it.
That's exactly. Like you want to sit there and be like. And I just think that's funny too, because I think a couple of people are like, well, how big of a Linkin Park fan were you? Because Chester always believed in, you know, people not bullying others. I'm not bullying anyone. I had an opinion over a cover of a song, and I didn't like it.
Yeah, and that's fine if you don't like it. I mean, it's no one's making you like it.
That's what I was saying. To be fair, I didn't even expect them TikTok to sit there and blow up like it did. Y'all did that.
Yeah.
like seriously, at the people that sat there and commented.
Yeah, how dare you for watching his TikTok?
Shame on you. No.
Shame on you.
You greedy little teenage bastards. How dare you make a TikTok go viral? You goofy goobers.
Right. You should be ashamed. Although I'm pretty sure the majority of the people that did watch it were, I mean, if you were a Linkin Park fan, you're probably our age, so.
Yeah.
I mean, most of the people that are going to sit there and defend Chester's honor are probably around our age.
Yeah, but it won't. Billy Napier will never watch your TikToks because he's an absolute troglodyte.
Dude, I mean, he probably doesn't.
I had to get it out there.
I had to get it out.
I can't stop thinking about it today. Like I want
even the subject of.
I want to choke him, dude. I want to be like Mike Tyson and stomp on his balls.
And on that note, we're off of TikTok. Not getting banned because of you. Thank you.
Wait, how are you gonna get banned for that?
I want to stomp on his throat.
You know why they
I
would
said
ban you?
balls.
That's even worse.
You know why they would ban you?
Why?
Why?
The views, information, or opinions expressed on the broadcast of Power 4.4 Radio.
I'm sorry.
That's why.
I don't know. Look, I don't know the rules to TikTok.
You know the rules of human etiquette on the radio, though.
Yeah, I just can't say the F word, S word, or certain other words.
You can't threaten to stomp on a man's.
I didn't say I was gonna do it. I just said I feel like doing it, and that was not a threat. That's just my personal feelings on the man.
Those are some.
Yeah, those are some views expressed by me that Power 4.4 Radio does not endorse. I know the game.
He's like, yeah, see, I'm not a complete and total monster.
Jaguar Man said Quentin Ewers is the best comedian in college. Why don't you call up and tell us why you think so, buddy? We're waiting for a call.
I mean, go ahead and run the number up. It's 443-846-5318 if you want to go ahead and call in. But we are going to go ahead and take our second commercial break because, I feel like it's my show. But if you do want to call in.
Apparently I ruined everything.
We got to hit the reset button.
We'll be right back on Power 4.4 Radio.
There's no tomorrow. Take me back to when I conjured up the virus. I'll leave the Necronomicon, some panels of papyrus. I'm going back in time again. This is like the 5th attempt. Mission is to stop myself from something that I will invent. People that I work for built themselves a time machine. The present life they live in sucks. Solutions is what I can bring. Train for purposes like this. Time travel fascinates. All the time just masturbates while all you guys procrastinate. First version of me went back in time when my mom and dad had not met. The second worked the hospital where I was born but not kept. Adoption's what my folks did. I ended up a cokehead. My grades in school were hopeless, but biology was dope as number 3 would try to step in. For all the lives I threatened, higher Zeppelin. Number 4 would hire me for bioweapons. Number 5 is I the last. I rewrote the past like the ass. Time machines, I could crash, man, it's useless luck. Damn, I fucked the future up. Number 0 knows my luck, I'll find him, cause him I can trust. It's like I've lost my faculties. Cyborgs after me, am I going insane? Cause my reflexes talking back at me. I know what happened, microdose, cause when I proved the sky could fall, it happened right when night would fall. Only trust what I could call a friend. See the asteroids from the future I destroy. A second chance is very rare. If God exists, I'll ask him for it. Keep it close and lit. Double cross exposed and lit. I'm not the type that won't commit. Sniper scope was so legit. I took the shot but chose to miss. Think it's cause I sold myself. The laws of time are so specific cause I'm not supposed to miss. Never get as close as this to end myself. I chose to tell myself to help myself for help itself. I hope it sells itself like science fiction off the shelf. I'll buy the rope myself, define wisdom over self. Listen man, I know the wealth these people promised you could help. You achieve the dream yourself. Evil genius, be yourself. You built this mean machine yourself. Listen close to kill yourself. Something deep inside prevents me. Guys that sent me what you did. Trust me, you won't die gently if you don't heed the warning, son. Driven by the force in you, you're forced to do some awful things. Accept what you was born to do. So kill the world, odds to kill. Change the future's odds to build. The future's clearly hard to kill. The truth is still the hardest pill for me to swallow. Fuck with Apollo. Fuck with Apollo. There's no tomorrow.
How? That's Tonto.
Run that set like a replay, take a step back, but you hard as a whip ball back. Got dick in the world, dirt, I'm an section. Yo, rubber lip looking like I'm a flat. Love go past the bull, I'm running with one lap shit. Easy low throw, get a piece blown back. And I try with a sauce, my slip when I walk. Got 'em gassed up, I ain't convinced at all. Got my grand hella long in my currency long, plus 2 bad bitches to put dick in they jaw. Crimson, I'm a boss, can't believe met a boss. I stop when you start, but the season will drop with throw, but he can't win. Speaking it all, get pressed like a crease, I'm decreasing them all. Pay for it in this muscle, that's money. Fuck a label, the sun, I need cash money. And my stomach go rumble, I'm mad hungry. I've been crippling up against cash money. All hunched up, big thumb, ugly. I fish in my car while I'm slow, fuzzing. Put carrots in my mouth, box funny. I'm struggling them up, but they want from me. I'm not a hoe unless I'm rich. I'm fish, I'm a show you darkness. When I flip my switch, I feel like a heartless. When I get my grip, I'm up now when I won't get these bitches shit.
so glad I
stop
stayed away from
freaking out
that
'cause it's just a tip. I feel like a pelvic bone, they said I'm hip. Yeah, me bet you won't, I'm on my head, don't miss. I'm lashing out like you pussy whip. Make a fold like a dope body close. Throw the show grand, death cock a toe. Manifest out, just lock it low. Race, head roll, flesh, pop a blow. I hang low like a orangutan tits. My heart colder than a bag of fish sticks. My swagger lies, my ass crack chips. So I left my stains on the bitch mattress. My wood gave that bitch too quick. So I brought the whole like she was a Kit Kat. Quick when I scratched that ish go. Tefo, tico, tifo, tefo. Bitch, I'm mama.
On that 3-game parlay that like I lost because that I would have had $500 if not for that bullshit with South Carolina. But
I
like,
told you not to bet on Daniel Jones.
yeah, sorry. I thought he'd get 2 garbage touchdowns.
What would have been smart is to hold on to that and then see who was going to be CMC's replacement and single bet like a touchdown.
Yeah. I knew that CMC was hurt though.
I mean, for what it's worth, fantasy owners should be I mean, first of all, we're not happy to hear that anybody is hurt. We on Tuneworld do not condone that, for what it's worth. But if you do have Jordan Mason,
Everybody stay baby the artist.
Oh, it's
Rocking in
3-0.
the Tuneworld
Like,
on Power 4.4 Radio.
serious.
that's right, that's right. If you just heard us talking during the commercial break, if you will, we were just talking about fantasy football. Jay, you play your fair share of fantasy football, or you?
I am not signed up for any fantasy football team.
Why not?
Not really.
Leagues. Huh?
Why don't you hit me up, man? I'd try to get you deep. Well, I try
I
to.
don't know. I only played like once in my lifetime, man.
You know what the problem is, right? You know what the problem is? I know exactly what happened.
I played and I won, and I said, "That's it."
I was about to say it was either that or you lost it all. And one thing about Jay McGraw is he don't like to lose any type of money. I see him.
You're right about that.
I have seen him actually sit there and be like, "Yo, where's my quarter?" Like around the ratings, this is why he's a perfect station manager, because one thing he'll play about is money.
You're right.
Cheap bastard.
Speaking of money.
I know. I got you when it's over.
Oh damn!
We haven't been here.
Hey, he gave me a perfect alley-oop. Thank you, kid.
That wasn't my fault.
Yes, it was.
No
No,
pun
but
intended.
for what it's worth, I don't play around. I plan things in advance. One thing I hate is being like late on bill paying, especially if I know
yeah.
busy. So when it comes to mafioso Jay over here, as soon as I get my check, I'm like, man, just get the shit out of the way.
Hold on. Somebody's calling.
Oh, we have a call?
There's no way we have a call.
Hello?
Hello, this is Florida Sports Fan 18.
Oh, what's up, bro? How you doing?
Good, how are you?
Good, man. What's up?
We got a caller.
Yeah, I just want to say that I love your videos so much, Dragunov, and it's a pleasure to come on here.
Yeah, man. Appreciate you being a OG subscriber and calling into the show. What you want to talk about, dog?
I want to talk about the Tua situation, about what happened with this concussion.
Oh, that's
Yeah, we did not get to that actually. So yeah, what's up with it? What you got to say?
I just want to say really quick, because I feel like every time the Dolphins have like a loss, that everybody like has to hesitate and say, "Oh, our season's over. Our season's over." I just want to say, because it's one game, everybody fucking relax.
Yo, don't cuss on the
One
radio.
game, like.
Hey, Florida.
It's all right. It's all right.
Yeah. All right. So, yeah, in the future, just don't say that word on the radio. But go ahead, dude.
Yeah, I can. So I just had to say that it's just one game, but I just openly too is okay. Like that was pretty bad on your fourth concussion.
Oh, he just had 4. I thought he had 3.
No, he's definitely had 4.
Oh wow. Yeah, I heard Nick Saban actually talking about it, and I kind of agree with him too. Like, it really needs to be up to medical personnel whether he should continue his career or not. But on that subject, like, who are y'all looking for anybody to replace him, or are you gonna roll with Skylar Thompson?
I think we're going with Skylar Thompson. I did hear rumors about Ryan Tannehill coming back for a reunion.
I saw that actually.
That wouldn't be bad.
I saw that actually.
Yeah, and one thing is, I'm actually going to the Dolphins' next home game against the Titans Monday night game, and I'm hopefully scared that there might be a loss if Tua doesn't play.
No,
you'll be fine.
Yeah, I went to the Dolphins game last year against the Titans
see,
when they lost by 1 point.
did you
Sorry,
see did you see Trashville last week? They're terrible.
Yeah, Miami's way better than Trashville.
Not to mention y'all got a run defense, and you'll definitely stop Tony Pollard.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I had to say this too, Jagged, because I've been seeing this on your videos too. Yeah, because I think I wrote this on your comments too about Daniel Jones, because I know so many Giants fans that I met in my life, and all of them want to think that Daniel Jones is better than Tua.
Oh, get out of here!
Wait, who said that?
They've never watched football a day in their life.
Were they on drugs when they said this?
No, they've been saying this shit all the time because they always want to say, oh, Tua's not the quarterback, he's a bust, Daniel Jones is better. The only reason why Tua is having success because he has Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle. And I said, who does Daniel Jones have during the past years? Like, look at it.
Dude, Daniel Jones has killed so many receivers' career. Look at Evan Ingram as soon as he left.
Look at Darius Slayton. He hasn't played a game since.
Darius Slayton's probably gonna be good if he gets away from it. But
he has to.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is like really stupid Giants fans because they swear that he's better than Trevor Lawrence.
Stop it.
Yeah, and I have to say too that for the Jaguars, I think Trevor Lawrence is probably the best quarterback you guys have had probably since I would say like David Gerard.
Yeah, he is.
I'm Blake Bortles.
And then the same thing for the Dolphins. I think Tua is the best quarterback we've had since Dan Marino. And
Yeah, I agree with
Giants
that.
fans want to go
I
off
agree
on
with that.
Daniel Jones is better.
Dude, there's like high school quarterbacks better than Daniel Jones.
Yeah, and I said this too right there. Saquon Barkley did the right thing and got the hell out of there.
Amen.
Oh, I agree.
Amen.
I agree with that.
I agree.
Amen to that.
Because look, Saquon's thriving in Philly.
Yeah, if I was Saquon Barkley and I saw Daniel Jones was getting the bigger contract, I would be like, you know what? Go fuck yourself. I'm going to another team. You think this guy's going to help you guys win the game? Hey, think about like 2022 that I carried the team right there.
Yeah, look, dude,
100% right.
look, dude, we're on radio too. You gotta watch the cussing, all right? Like, it's not like a regular video on my channel. You gotta watch the cussing.
They're trying.
Yeah, but I wanted to get back to what I was saying about the Tua concussion is I don't see him retiring. I feel like he's coming back from this because he's fought many of injuries before. But if I was the Dolphins going into this offseason, I would probably start looking for another quarterback just in case if Tua's career comes to an end.
Yeah, because the only thing really to worry about is money. Like, I saw something like if he did retire, he'd get $124 million of his guaranteed. Like, does that count against the cap?
Medically retired.
I think so. I don't pay attention to the caps too much right there. I just see how much money they get paid for.
I think he should be good because Brett Favre had way more concussions in his career.
Yeah, but that was a long time ago, dude.
How many? Do you remember how many concussions Brett Favre had?
Probably like 50.
I'm sure a lot because he was sending wiener pics to reporters, so like his head was really messed up for a while.
I was gonna say because he didn't have an O-line, but
remember when he came back for the Vikings and played with his foot the way it was?
yeah. Go sit down. Type deal.
But all right, man. Like I know we got to wrap up here. So, but appreciate you calling, dude.
Hey, thank you for letting me come on here again. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, absolutely. Just next
Had a good
time, just next time, watch the F word, dude.
All right.
All right, thanks, bro.
It was nice time. Thank you again.
Yeah, man. No problem. Thanks for calling.
All right.
All right. That was what's the name? Give him a shout out.
That was Florida Sports Fan 18, regular on my channel. So definitely big shout out to him for calling.
Yeah, definitely a big shout out because that's something we didn't really bring up. If you're, shout out to him. If you're to his coaches, I mean, at this point, don't you just tell him like,
You gotta think about your family.
You gotta think about your family. You gotta think about your health. You know, and somebody had said this. They were like, because I'm a regular on Twitter. They said you gotta end up the way of Junior Seau. And you gotta remember, Tua's a young guy. So it's one like we've all sat there and done some pretty crazy stuff and didn't feel it in our 20s. Yeah. Just for it to hurt us in our 30s and 40s, it's crazy to sit there and tell somebody so talented and like Florida State fans said, somebody who is essentially the best quarterback from Miami since Marino.
Yeah.
their closest shot to possibly getting to a Super Bowl. And in my opinion, next to Steve Young and a couple other people, one of the better left-handed quarterbacks that ever touched a football. It's hard
You forgot one. Mark Brunell.
Mark. I said and others. All right.
No, Mark Brunell doesn't need to be in others. He needs his own entry.
All right. You know what? Kiss me nice anyway. At some point, you got to sit there and be like, look, dude, I plan on having a family. I'm trying to live a long life. I get why he would want to sit there and do what he's got to do for the money, but I'm pretty sure, if I'm not mistaken, there's a clause in his contract that lets him, if he medically retires right now, wouldn't he get $100 million guaranteed?
$124 million. I just said it.
And at that point, I mean, couldn't he come back as like a coach?
He could.
Come back as a quarterback's coach, something like that, so he doesn't have to completely.
He could, or he can go to Orioles games and wear cow costumes like I did.
If he takes any more hits, he'll act exactly. Y'all, I'm not laughing at Tua at that. By the way.
We're laughing
we're laughing at him in a cow costume. It's all over social media.
It really was.
Too bad it didn't help cows are hit.
He's the greatest Oriole ever. I don't care.
Actually, technically, the greatest Oriole of all time.
He's Cal Ripken.
Felix PA.
That is not where I thought you were going to go with that. Felix PA. Good God.
The memories. Now, like, I'll sit there and do that.
Felix PA.
I'll do that to people. I'll be like, what y'all know about Nolan Reimold?
God, just hearing that name makes me want to expel waste from both ends.
Please don't do that.
Okay,
I'm sitting right next to you.
So the Orioles won 4-2.
We saw.
Yay. I didn't.
Keep it up.
Yeah, please. The Yankees are literally standing ground. Now, I think the Red Sox won today, if I'm not mistaken.
I can look real quick if we got time.
We have plenty of time. This is
They won 7-1. They beat the Yankees.
Yes. Okay.
Oh, they beat the Yankees. Okay, so that's pretty good.
Yeah, that's why I needed the Red Sox to do what they had to do.
That's like the one time we want Boston to win.
It's the only time in this life, in any lifetime, I ever will sit.
Well, or if they're playing the Blue Jays, because I can't stand them.
I can't stand them either, but their reign is essentially over. What little reign they
dude, I'm weird. I literally hate the Blue Jays more than I do the Yankees.
You want Crystal?
No, I just hate them more than I hate the Yankees.
No, dude.
Ask that man.
and Grant, I hate the Yankees. Like I wish nothing but the worst for the Yankees. Like New York's a disgrace anyway. But
I will tell you this though, there was something very poetic in Jagannath. I'm just gonna need you to mute yourself for 5 minutes because I know you could find a way to sit there and say something disgraceful about this.
Fine.
But there was something very poetic about seeing New York win on 9/11. I thought that, like, Juan Soto.
Why did you think I was going to get mad at that? I mean, I was cool with that.
I know, but it's you. So sometimes the views represented by Power 4.4 Radio. I'm the tame one. All right?
I mean, that's cool.
No, like it was cool because Soto he fouls the ball off his foot. It looks like he's about to get taken out of the game. Says, nah, get out of here. I got this. Next pitch, it's a go ahead 2-run home run. I thought that was cool just because like, look, I may say some trollish things, but I don't play around when it comes to, like our firefighters and the policemen and what they did for our
yeah.
I don't usually play around.
Yeah, absolutely.
But, like, yeah, I just thought that was poetic. Now, I'm going to need the Yankees to go ahead and chill out with that.
Yeah, now y'all can lose
Yes,
forever.
now y'all can lose. But I will say this, nothing makes me laugh harder than the internet's jokes about how Aaron Judge broke his lucky bat on Paw Patrol and then couldn't hit a home run with
Aaron Judge was on Paw Patrol?
Yes. And in the episode, he broke his lucky bat. And then after he appeared on Paw Patrol, he didn't hit a home run in 16 straight games.
Definitely one of the worst shows my daughter watched as a child.
I ain't going to critique him because I'm a grown-up.
No, there's definitely worse, but that was up there.
We used to watch Happy Tree Friends. I don't want to hear it.
I don't even know what that is.
Don't look into it.
I won't. Yeah, there you go.
All right, y'all. we're gonna go ahead and tune on out of here. Jagganoff, you got any last words?
Billy Napier is the Antichrist. He needs to be exiled to Brazil immediately. Or never mind. Brazil has nice weather and nice women. Put him in Russia. Send him there immediately. and just send him where the polar bears are and attach a stake to him.
You said a steak?
Yeah, steak.
Oh, I thought you said a snake. I was about to be like, what else? Do you want him to have a chainsaw powered shotgun?
Or you could do like steaks on a plane, just him be the only passenger on the plane and make sure it's like far away from any type of like land or whatever. That'd be cool.
Man, you are the definition of a sports fan because like you actually wishing.
I'm sick of this crap, dude.
So, if you're you're like, yeah, let's go ahead and get Urban Meyer back up in here, huh?
For Florida?
Yeah.
Yes. Not with the Jaguars. For Florida, sure.
That's true. I'll give it that. All right. So
I mean, and trust me, like, look, I met Urban Meyer. I could for that season in Jacksonville. I regret every day not punching him when I could.
Stop pelotas.
But
I get in trouble there.
But for the Florida Gators, I'd gladly welcome him back because, if nothing else, it can't be any worse. It really cannot. We literally have hit rock bottom as a college.
I mean, you're not lying.
I'm really
Y'all's
not.
best season, you had a preacher at quarterback, a couple of convicted convicts, some bullies.
Hey, I don't care. It got me a national championship.
Don't worry, I promise to bring that same energy to the softball.
Which is the only thing that in my lifetime I've got to see, my sports team win. One of my sports teams win.
I was about to say, you clutched a boot 3 weeks ago.
No, not me. I'm talking about college, NFL, MLB, because I don't watch any of the other stuff.
All right. So,
But yes, the boot was amazing.
It is. We still have yet to drink.
Oh, we got one. Oh yeah, we got one more to go. We're coming.
That's right.
We're coming hard. I knew you would know that reference.
No Diddy.
Yeah, no Diddy.
Jay, you did miss it at one of the cookouts if you wasn't busy being afraid of things with 4 legs. This man drank out of the boot, and it took him the distance. I'll put it to you like that. It took him the entire distance.
He did a Jay-Z?
Nah, bro, he tried to tilt the boot and had to put the boot down, and needless to say, I think he attempted a top rope move from his steps when the Gators scored a touchdown. And me and my brother are sitting there. My brother's like, whoa. And Wes lands on the side like this. My brother's like, is he good? I'm like, yeah, he does.
Yeah, he definitely wasn't ready for one of my parties.
Nah, he was completely ready because he was just like, that's cool. He's like, everything you told me about this man I see it. It's cool.
You had him ask me about buying you a plane ticket to come home for softball.
Yeah.
He was like, were you really about to do that? I was like, yes.
Yeah, I was like, him and Carol called me while I'm in the pool over there during that one season. And I'm just sitting there. I go by the side of the pool. I'm on vacation. I'm like, what's up, guys? We're sitting there talking. And he's like, yeah, so what time are you going to be back by Saturday? I'm like, odds are I don't know if I'm going to be back by Saturday.
Probably not going to be.
You were there.
That's what he told me.
Yeah, but it's I didn't know how to break it to them, and you can see why, because they're sitting there and they're like, all right, so what are you kissing me? I hear something going on in the background. I'm like, yeah, why? I'm like, trying to find the nearest airport. We think it's in Daytona. I'm like, I'm not flying back. They're like, oh, that's fine. You can just pay us back. Anyway, so we're gonna
like, get your ass on that death tube.
Yeah, I'm like, yeah. At least call it the detail.
That's only on text when I censor it.
Yeah, no, but in real life, he is just adamant about calling it that.
Yeah, I told him I wasn't coming, and he was like, yeah, okay.
Like I said,
we'll find you, buddy.
Bro, when batting practice
we'll send a squad.
When batting practice got canceled and I was asleep, I'm in my drawers. I'm talking rooms dark and everything. Rain's pouring at 100 miles an hour. I hear ding, ding, ding. I'm like, what is going on? I open it. It's him in a hoodie, smiling like, you ready to go? I'm like, bro, I'm not practicing this. He's like, batting cages. I'm like,
I wanted some work in, dude.
what that got to do with me?
You got brunch afterwards.
We did get brunch, but
And it slapped.
It did. It is. We still never know what that place is. We just know it's by Holiday Inn. And
It's called the Glass Window or something. I don't know, God.
was it the Glass House?
I don't know.
I don't think we're ever.
Carol knows it, I think.
Carol, what's it called?
I don't think she's there right now.
All right, y'all. We're going to go ahead and log out, but join us next week.
Thank you for tuning in.
That's right. Shout out to Florida Sports Fan for calling in, being our first caller of the new year.
Shout out to everybody in the comment section and everybody that tuned in. We really appreciate it.
Yep, and everybody on TikTok that sat there and followed me. So from Jagganoff, Kid Con, Jay McGraw, and the ghost of Anky Bank.
Yeah. Look at the balls in a bunch. Oh, what are you gonna do? Huh? Hey, TJ Anchor the Bank, man. You already know what it is. You're rocking with
You already know what it is.
on Power 4.4 Radio. You heard?
We'll be back next week
with some more exquisite beats.
Some more. Oh no, we definitely gonna come back with some heat because it's our first game.
Oh no, it was fun. I love going over.